Alright, now we're going to talk a bit about the light-independent reactions of photosynthesis. So the second and final stage of photosynthesis. This takes place in the stroma of the chloroplast in comparison with the light-dependent, which took place in the thylakoid membranes. Okay. The second stage is not directly dependent on light. However, it is dependent on two products of the light-dependent reactions. These two products are ATP and our oxidized hydrogen acceptor, NADPH. You can write it just like that, or you can say NADPH plus H+, up to you, how you want to remember it. The independent reactions is a cyclic series of reactions, and they're also known as the Kelvin cycle, discovered by Melvin Kelvin in his famous lollipop experiment. The cycle begins with carbon fixation. In this step, 3 carbon dioxide is bound together with 3 rubip molecules, rubip for short, it's a very long name. And this happens with the enzyme Rubisco. Rubisco binds 3 rubip molecules together with 3 CO2. Okay, so far so good. This forms one very unstable 6-carbon sugar, which immediately breaks apart. This now has formed 2 glycerate 3-phosphates. That's why I've drawn 2. Each little ball on my drawings represents 1 carbon atom. So that's the first step, fixation, followed by the creation of 2 glycerate 3-phosphates. The second stage is reduction. This stage costs energy, and it converts glycerate 3-phosphate into triose phosphate. The energy comes in ATP, well, in the form is ATP, and is broken down to ADP and inorganic phosphate. The step is called reduction because our hydrogen acceptor is now reduced to NADP+. Triose phosphate can then take 2 routes from here. It can either do product synthesis. This again costs energy in the form of ATP and helps with the production of sugar, C6H12O6. However, only 1/6 of the triose phosphate molecules go this way. 5 out of 6 triose phosphate molecules complete the final step of the cycle, which is regeneration. Regeneration also costs energy, and it reforms 3 new rubip molecules, which can restart the cycle. So if you do your math right, you can figure out that the Kelvin cycle needs to turn 2 times before you have 1 complete molecule of sugar.